Hey guys, Kay here from M&KCubing. Today I'll be doing a tutorial on how to solve a Rubik's 3x3 with beginner's method. Alright guys, when solving a Rubik's 3x3 with beginner's method, there are 5 simple steps. Solving the white cross, solving the corners, solving the edges, orientating the last layer, and permutating the last layer. Okay guys, before we begin this tutorial, let's get familiar with the notation of the cube. I'll be using the front face for examples. Okay, so when rotating your layer clockwise, it's F. When rotating your layer counterclockwise, it's F prime. So here's the notation. R, R prime, L, L prime, U, U prime, D, D prime, B, B prime, and F, F prime. Okay guys, let's get into the first step, which is solving the cross. Okay guys, when solving the cross, you want these pieces to be white, but you also want these center pieces to be lined up. So you want this to be white and white, and orange and orange. So let's go ahead and solve the orange edge. So let's find the orange and white edge piece. Here it is. So we want this to be up here. So let's go ahead and do an F prime move. Okay, now we have the white piece up here, but these aren't oriented correctly. So let's go to the orange side and do a U2 move. Okay, now we have these oriented correctly, and we have the white oriented correctly as well. So next, let's do the green. Okay, there's the green piece. So if we bring this over and we bring this up, it's not oriented correctly. We need this to be white and this to be green. So let's bring this down and let's do this. So let's bring this up with an F prime, bring this down with the R prime, bring this back over to the green, so now it's lined up, and perform an F2 move. Now we have that oriented correctly, as well as the orange. Next, let's do the white and red piece. There it is. If we were to bring this up, it wouldn't be oriented correctly, and we have knocked the orange out of place. So let's bring this back down. So we're going to bring this down, bring it over, bring this back up so we preserve that, keep it in place. And now let's bring that over to the red and bring it up. And now we have the red and white edge pieces oriented correctly. Okay, finally we need to do the blue piece. So let's find that piece. There it is. Let's bring it under. Looks like it's not oriented correctly, so let's do that what we did last time. F prime, R prime, D prime, and an R to preserve that. And now we have this oriented correctly, so let's bring it up. And now we have the first step done, solving the cross. Okay guys, so the next step in solving the Rubik's 3x3 is solving the white corners. Okay, so we need this to be white, we need this to be green, and this to be red. So let's go ahead and find that piece. here it is. So since it's trapped in this corner, let's perform this until we get it out. R prime, D prime, R, D. And now it's removed. So let's bring this under the slot we want to put it. So here it is. And let's perform this algorithm until we have it in the corner with the white side up, and that needs to be green, and that needs to be red. So R prime, D prime, R, D. And now we have that in the corner correctly. And we have the green piece, we have the red piece. So next, let's do the red and blue piece. So let's find that piece. Here it is. Perform that algorithm until we get up there. R prime, D prime, R, D. And that's up there. And that's correct, and that's correct. So let's move on to the blue and orange piece. So let's find that piece. Here it is. Put it under the slot you want it. Do this. R prime, D prime, R, D. Okay, finally we need the orange and green piece. So let's find that piece, put it under the slot, and perform the algorithm. R prime, D prime, R, D. And now we have the corners oriented correctly and the white layer complete. Okay guys, so let's say you line up the pieces and you perform the algorithm, but it's not in there correctly. Well, all you need to do is keep performing the algorithm until it is R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. And then it should be in there correctly. Alright guys, the next step in solving the Rubik's 3x3 is solving these edge pieces all the way around. So we want this to be blue and this to be red. So let's find the blue and red piece. There it is. So we want this color right here to be matching its centerpiece. Okay, so now that we have it matching its centerpiece, we want to bring that piece right here, and we want it to be oriented correctly. In order to do this on the right side, we're going to need to know this algorithm. D prime, R prime, D prime, R, D, F, D, F prime. Okay guys, now we have this inserted in the slot and oriented correctly. Now we need to do that for the rest of these edge pieces. So next up, let's go ahead and do the red and green piece. So if the piece is in the slot right here, go ahead and do the algorithm that we just did. D prime, R prime, D prime, R, D, F prime, D, F. Alright guys, let's go ahead and solve the next edge piece. So let's go ahead and do red and green. So let's find that piece. There it is. So let's bring this over, and so we have it matched up, and perform the algorithm. D prime, R prime, D prime, R, D, F, D, F prime. Okay guys, let's solve the next piece. Alright guys, let's go ahead and solve the next edge piece. Let's go ahead and do blue and orange. So let's find that piece. There it is. So now, let's perform that algorithm. D prime, R prime, D prime, R, D, F, D, F prime. And now we have that completed. Last, we need to do this final edge piece. So let's find it. It's right here. But this time, we need to put it on the left side. So, let's do the algorithm for inserting it into the left edge. D, L, D, L prime, D prime, F prime, D prime, F. And now we have that inserted. So now we have this entire edge and corner pieces done, as well as the white. So let's flip the cube over and get into the next step. Okay guys, the next step in solving the Rubik's 3x3 is OLO, which is solving this entire face. So for this we need to learn two algorithms. Okay guys, so the first algorithm we need to know is for getting the cross up here. Okay, so the first case is when you have a L shape in the corner. This piece can also be yellow. It's the same as this. So when we have this, we want to put this in the top left and perform this algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Okay guys, so now we have a line up top right here. So what we want to do is that same algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. In this case that I have, my yellow layer is solved, but normally it'll just be a cross. Okay guys, let's say you don't have that L shape or a line, and you just have this middle piece. What you're going to do is that same algorithm, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime, and you should get this corner shape, the L in the corner. In this time I have this yellow piece right here, but it's the same as last time. So let's move this to the top left corner, perform that algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And now we have our line. So let's perform that algorithm one last time. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And now we have our cross. Okay guys, when you have the cross up here, there's four cases you can run into. You can have this fish shape. You guys can have this bow tie shape. You guys can have just this cross shape. And you guys can have this shape where there are two yellow corners. Okay guys, let's start with the case where you have just the cross. So when you have just the cross, you can have it any direction and perform this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. From there, you may get this shape. When you get this shape, you want to put this block on the right hand side and perform that same algorithm. R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U2, R prime. And you may get this fish shape. If you don't, attempt that again and keep attempting it until you get this fish shape. Okay guys, if you have this bow tie shape, you want to put one side in the bottom left hand corner. It doesn't matter which. Perform this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And you get this case, and you can perform that algorithm again. Until you get the fish shape. If you don't get the fish shape, keep doing the algorithm until you get the fish shape. Okay guys, if you have the fish shape, you just want to perform that algorithm again. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. If you get the fish shape again, do it one more time with the corner in the bottom left hand corner. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And you should have the yellow top completed. Okay guys, the fourth and final step in solving the Rubik's 3x3 is PLO, permutating the last layer. So, there are two encounters you can come across. One where you have headlights. So let's say there are two blue pieces right here and a green piece in the middle. And one where there are no headlights at all, like mine. So there's one algorithm you need to know for this part, and one algorithm for the final part of PLO. So when you have no headlights, perform this algorithm. R prime, F, R prime, B2, R, F prime, R prime, B2, R2. And after performing that algorithm, you should have headlights. You can also come across a solved part that's the same as headlights, but you just have the correct edge in the middle. So when you have headlights, you want to go ahead and put your headlights in the back, like so, and perform the algorithm. R prime, F, R prime, B2, R, F prime, R prime, B2, R2. Now after that, guys, you should either have full headlights all the way around, or a solved block and headlights here, here, and here. The final algorithm you need to learn is this algorithm. So, if you have headlights all around, you can place these anywhere and perform the algorithm. F2, U, R prime, L, F2, R, L prime, U, F2. And if you didn't have a solved block, you should now have a solved block and headlights around for the rest. Now, put your solved block in the back, and you can line it up if you want. It doesn't matter, as long as you have the solved block in the back, and perform the algorithm again. F2, U, R prime, L, F2, R, L prime, U, F2. If your cube isn't solved, but you still have the block and the headlights around, all you need to do is perform the algorithm one last time. F2, U, R prime, L, F2, R, L prime, U, F2. And now, your Rubik's 3x3 should be solved. So if you guys did this correctly, you should have a solved 3x3. If you messed up anywhere, just go back in the video and continue on from where you are. I hope this tutorial of the Rubik's 3x3 helped you guys, and if you want to see more tutorials in the future, be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave us feedback on how we can improve our videos. I want to thank you all for watching our video, and I'll see you guys next time.